the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York Town.
What's going on, guys? Oh, you are taking boom, fellas. Welcome back to episode of the MLB The Show 21 Road to the Show series. And ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, kill the like button because we're going to plan every single day until I make it to the show. We have started doing so much better. I'm overall proud of myself. Like, I really am. And I know that sounds super, super lame. Also, just this game is, I think people really like it. Like, crossplay being in this game and everything is just pretty cool. But I do want to mention a few kind of things about my swag, because that's important. I'm hitting 243 now. These socks, I can't handle them anymore. I honestly, I don't care about the +6 speed. I can't look at the socks anymore, but I cannot figure out for the life of me how to make it. Like, it always has me having high socks. And then I do this, and I switch it to baggy socks, okay? I switch it to baggy socks. And then I come back, and I go into a game, and I have high socks. I cannot figure it out whatsoever. But it's not my biggest concern of, wait, because now this guy has baggy socks, right? Okay, now hitter has baggy socks. I think I did it right. As far as upgrades and things like that, things are looking pretty normal. I don't think anything has changed a ton since last time you guys saw me. Still 7 earned. I haven't earned a ton on anything. Maybe power, because I did hit some nice. I still only have 7. Road to the Show missions, 22 out of 24, and I get 2. Tally 24 played. So I'm almost done that. 5 extra base hits. Okay, how do I get that? Oh, so these are rewards that I want. So I'm going to get the plate appearances one really, really soon. I'm going to be able to purchase an upgrade. As far as everything, like I said, last video, we hit so well. I honestly could have cried. As lame as that sounds, I could have cried at how well I was hitting. And I just feel like I'm starting to figure this whole thing out. And it feels good. We're hitting 264 with 3 home runs. Hall of Fame difficult, like I said, I didn't waver on that. I'm not going to sit here and switch around and be like, oh, I'm switching. No, this is Hall of Fame difficulty. Win, lose, I'm not going to act like that's the toughest difficulty in the world, but it is difficult, and I find it a lot of fun. So let's dance, fellas. Let's go have a little bit of fun. So, interesting enough, this series has been absolutely a nightmare.
Time for minor league baseball here on
And
the
that's
show
a
as we
good
set
thing.
our sights on the
Now,
AA
I wanted to talk about
Northeast
this for a
League.
second
Tonight,
here.
the
You guys
first
let me
of
know.
this
The
three-game
point
weekend
of Road to the
series
Show
between
is for there to be a
baseball.
road
It's
to the show. Like, when you actually make it, and I don't have high socks anymore. That's so weird. When you actually make it, that is what it's all about. So, like, for the fact that this journey, like I said, if you guys watch and you guys rock with me, you guys are going to see this journey go for a long time. You're going to see us get better. You're going to see us have high and lows. But for me, this mode always has been about just, like, the excitement and, like, just doing your best. And then, like, as you start to kind of start hitting, like, jumping from 210 to 264, like, that's realistic. People are actually going to start looking. So that's what it's about, man. I love it. I love this mode. And I've, some of the things I've switched, that's a bad hit. Some of the things I've switched, I switched to contact hitting. I'm a circle. And that's changed everything, honestly. I really, really genuinely wish I would have known about that or thought about that before. I've always been an X. I never used square. I always been X, no circle. Ever since I switched to circle, it's like my batting average has gone up by like 100 times. It's incredible. Twist it! Twist it! Good job! Good job, pitcher. That was wonderful. But as I was saying, literally, as I've done that, so many things have just gotten so much better, and it's super, super awesome. And I'm also just, my eye, like, obviously I swing at that pitch, but if I'm going to swing at anything, oh my god, perfect. Ooh, okay, let's start working some of these at-bats. The thing to do to make that happen is just, obviously, patience helping, but I find that I get a lot of my base hits, like a good amount of them come off of just like short, just literally like contact swing and low pitches and just hitting them hard on the ground in between the bases. I find High pitches, whenever I hit it into the air, like to get doubles, and we had a couple doubles last video, is not super easy. So.
Ground ball sent back up the middle.
Yep.
He's got it.
That's. Ooh, I like the fielding too. I like the fielding a lot. Okay.
So now into the box is Brett Barrett. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Nope.
There's a slider
No
to start
thanks.
things out. Looked at for ball 1.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Whoa, okay. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Like I said, when I work the count, good things happen.
Probably make you pay for it.
This is hit high in the air out toward
See what I mean, though? When I hit it in the air,
Calls off to left fielder as he
it's
takes
rare
charge for the
that I
second
can
out.
hit the gaps in between. For whatever reason, it might not be a power issue. It might be something. It's rare that I can just hit the gap
Back to the top
perfectly.
of the lineup,
And if I
stepping
could, it
in.
would make all the
Eduardo
difference.
Fermin.
Okay.
It was a fly out for
Word
him
up,
in his
Let's
last
go.
trip.
That's up. That's up. That's up. That's up.
Swing and a high pop-up.
The fielding thing,
Barrett.
really
This
cool
one
what they
away,
did.
and the side is retired.
Like actually super cool. The fact that now like you can kind of see it, it's just like it doesn't just tell you
Stepping
exactly
up
where to go.
is
You actually have to
Lloyd
think about it. I think that's a
Center.
super
Bounced out
cool thing.
last time up.
Oh, do you guys want to know about me? Okay.
Grounded to short.
As we're grinding to double A, we give you guys a life lesson.
This will
Not a life
remain
lesson. I don't know if I'm in
a
any
tie
place
ball
to
game
really
as the inning is over.
give advice on a lot of things. I've done a lot of.
So now
I
the play.
would say that I have been successful in a
His
few
last
things.
debut.
Oh my gosh, their intensity. That's a compliment. Thank you. That is so nice. That's a compliment.
Decision makers in the dugout will give him
That
a clean
really,
pass to
really,
first,
really
so the
makes me happy that
bases
they
are
just did that.
loaded
But as I
here
was
on the
saying,
intentional walk, and the forced
I think a lot of you
play
guys
is
watching
now
this
in
right now, depending on whatever, like a lot of different things. Whether you want to be a pro athlete, a YouTuber, or a professional base runner. I suck at base running. I need to stop doing base running. For the good of making it to the show, I gotta do it. But no matter what you guys want, like I said, whether it be athlete, YouTuber, just do it, man. Believe in yourself. I think so many. It's just so interesting because I have reached like through Madden and MLB.
The play's been made,
point where,
and with it comes
like,
the end of the inning.
I used to look at people who had 1 million subscribers in a totally different
Next here
way.
is Lloyd
Like they were some type of
rounded
like,
out in his last
just
at
like
bat.
they were there because they were there. Like there was, but they were successful, and it wasn't nothing. Not necessarily it wasn't something they did. It's just like they made it, and I would just kind of look at that and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But like I could never do that. You know what I mean? Like you kind of look at celebrities and people, and that's why like I am the most normal, weird person. Like if I can do it, if I can make a career out of YouTube, like you guys can too, anyone can, but you have to stop looking at these people who are successful and like you can copy and some of the techniques or like their work ethic and like look up to like, oh, that's really cool how they do it, because there's a reason why the people who make it, but that's the reason is not just like that they were like, oh, they're born to do it. Like anyone who's anyone at one point was kind of, I guess you could say, I don't know if that's a good quote, but like whatever you guys want to do in your life, whatever dreams that you guys have, just don't get that feeling like, please, I don't know, man. I guess that's been my thing since I started YouTube, is that I've always wanted people to, let's go! Come on, man! Come on! I'm hitting so good, and it feels so good. But as I was saying, since I've done YouTube, like when I had a following, I always did it when like people watch my videos. I wanted to leave, like I wanted there to be a community of people who watch my videos who are better because of it. Like I remember when I first started watching YouTube, there were people who I didn't find were great influences, and I not to say that they like weren't. Not even in Madden, like just in general when I was watching YouTube. I want you guys to watch me for more than just like the fact that I play games, but I hope you can see like no matter where you're from, like I'm from a pretty small town that there's not a lot of entertainers that can really come out. Like no matter where you're from, you can do it, and to just work hard and don't give up. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. Like I said, this is a really rambly kind of rant, but it's something I'm really passionate about because lately through like the process of building a house and all these exciting things. I can't help but to think of where I started. And I actually started in this very room that you guys see. We're home for a little bit while I build this house, but this is where it all started. The 0 subscribers. I built a channel in this room. I typed it in TD Barrett in this room, and 5 years later, or whatever, like, it didn't happen in a day. I'm super happy, and I'm not, like, I am where I want to be, and I'm able to play the games that I want to play and do the things that I want to do. And it's because one day I sat in this room as an 18-year-old, and he said I'm a lot older, I'm 20, showing some resiliency in terms of knowing how to play with 18 or 19-year-old, and I sat here and I said, I want to do this. And at the time when I started and I created that channel, like, all of these things seemed unattainable. Like, it totally seemed unattainable to think, like, yo, I can get there, or I can become, like, I'll hit 1 million subscribers. All those numbers just, none of that was in my head, but I started. I think that's where I'm going. The most important thing you guys can do is start. You don't have to take every, like, and I think a lot of people, like, and even me, I would say one thing I regret doing, and I made sure to make a big deal of it. My gosh, I gotta start hitting better. Okay, I'm talking too much. I found when I started, you have to, like, yes, your end game could be 10 million subscribers, but you gotta appreciate the small goals, or else you'll go crazy with this stuff, and you gotta, like, you gotta have fun with it. That's something that I was a little bit like, when I started this, I was so dedicated to making it work that I became kind of a content robot, where I felt like very robotic, because I just, in my, like, normal life and everything, I was so, like, it was YouTube. I was checking my views 24/7. I never let my phone down, and I was just always worried, like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna, is it all gonna be gone today? And I wasted so much time worrying that I really wish I could have back. And I think no matter where you are, whether you get 1,000 views, 100 views a video, 10 views a video, that's 10 people who are watching. You have to appreciate those numbers for what they are, and be proud of yourself. And yes, you can want to get more and grow, but enjoy the process. I guess is kind of what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm really rambling. I guess being back in the room is kind of what brings that all back to me, because there's been a lot of videos that I've made in this room. A lot of videos before anyone watched them. And it's just kind of, before I even had a face cam, when I was using Windows Movie Maker, and, like, I was able to live in Toronto for 2 years, kind of like, I was going to be able to fulfill a life I dreamed of being because it wasn't for everything that happened. It's all because, like I said, it's all because I sat in this room right here, and I started. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the key to the city. I didn't have all the equipment, but I started. I kind of found that as I went. Like, I think a lot of people, they want to start and they want to have all the perfect gear, and they, not that it's a bad thing. I gotta focus. I'm sorry. Not that it's a bad thing, and we're still hitting pretty good, but not that it's a bad thing to have the perfect gear, but you want to have the perfect gear and the perfect photo. And I think the best thing is to start and just realize that you're going to learn a lot along the way. Like, that's kind of how this all works, in my opinion. Trial and error. You learn, oh, it's thumbnails work, and it doesn't happen in a day, and it's complicated, but over time, I think the most important thing is to sit on your desk, start. And like I said, I'll never forget the day when I sat in here and I had my MacBook Air that I got for Christmas that I'd asked for YouTube reasons, and I created the channel, and I used Jake Locker, a picture of Jake Locker on the Titans as my profile photo, right here, they certainly can tell from their dugout, I created it. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. Yeah, he's got feel for all his pitches. MLB was the main game that. Let's go, Butler! Good job. Okay, like I said, we're focused. I'm still here. Don't worry. MLB was the first game that I really grew on. MLB The Show 15 Diamond Dynasty. How long was that? I remember I used to do a thing called opening a pack, opening up a bundle of packs every single day until I got my strike. Like, there is, like, and the David Ortiz, you guys remember the first video that kind of went wild was, can David Ortiz get a bunt single?
And
I remember like making that video, and the reason why I made it was because challenges, sports challenges were going like crazy at that time. And I was like, no one's doing this for baseball. I was like, kind of saw a hole in the market, and I was like, baseball seems to like not have it. And now baseball, like the content scene in baseball is crazy. When I started making baseball videos, it was like a couple people, if that, and I was like, no one's doing this for baseball. I should do it. And
It's a game of execution.
it was that
If the pitcher stays
decision,
right there,
and
this
now those
lineup's
videos
going to
really
continue to
changed
have
my
a
life.
tough time.
got him to go after that.
I
One.
suck at
He's
this
in a
game.
quick hold, 0-2.
Okay, that's enough though. But honestly, I just hope
Really
you guys
pitched
watch
well
this
so
video
far, attacking the
and
strike zone,
any of that
and he's
motivated
really
you
kept
whatsoever.
these hitters off.
Oh, let's go!
Hit
Perfect,
hard
perfect.
towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a
Use
base
this
hit.
date. Like I don't know when this is gonna be posted. Most likely Thursday, May 13th.
Cal Mitchell will come
Use
into the
this
ballgame now as he'll
as
take over in
something to
center
look back
following
at
the
and
injury.
be like, yo, Thursday, May 13th.
So
started.
next to bat will be Hunter Cole.
Come
No
back
hits to this point.
3 years from now.
There's ball
See where
four.
you are. You know, and you don't have to give up all your time. Like I understand people have jobs, but put a little bit of time. A little bit of time into something that you're passionate about without worry or fear of failure. I think that's a big thing that. Like I said, I'm
Hit in the air to right field.
I'm a terrible
Long
base
run for the right
runner.
fielder.
I think the
He
fear of
gets there,
failure
and that's the second out.
itself makes a lot of people never.
And
What's it?
now
Don't
in the
let the
box,
fear
Jagger
of
Rasconi. We'll see what
stop
he
you
can
from
do
fighting
here
the
with
game.
a pair of
There's
runners
a
on
good
base
quote about it.
and
My
two
camera
down
just
here
died,
in the
so
fifth.
1 second.
The 1-2 is a
I'm back. Sorry, guys. But it's don't let the fear of failure stop you from playing the game. And I think in everything,
So it's
like
a runner at first with two
people
men
are.
out. And
There's
that'll
another good
bring
quote
up
about this
Lauren
from
Cole.
the movie Coach Carter. I don't remember the
Slider,
exact
and
quote,
that's
but
hit
it's
on the
essentially
ground
it's just
towards
like
second.
people
He's
don't
got it.
want to.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
People sometimes limit themselves and don't go after things because they don't want to like stand out.
Now it'll be
You guys know the quote.
looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat.
And because they don't want to
First
stand out,
pitch on its way.
they will like not. They'll be really good at something and they won't really
Bases
go
are
for it or
empty here
something.
with
But
two
I think
men out.
don't be afraid. Oh, don't be afraid to be great. That's another thing. Like, don't be afraid to be good at
And maybe
something.
a little
And I think
frustrated
with
on
the
mound
most,
here.
this is my biggest like thing that happened with that was like shocking.
Like to see him
I think a lot of
looking
you
to the
guys
opposite
will go
field
for
with
this,
this next
especially if
swing.
you follow whatever
Pitcher's trying to work you away.
it is that
High
you want
in
to do.
the
But there
air
was a
out to
moment,
center field.
and after my first year of football, when I came
that
home for
will
the summer, and I got
conclude
like
matters
4
here
million
in
views
the
a month.
7th.
And like, I don't talk about money a lot, but I looked at like my YouTube
A
earnings for that
2-0
month, and I
finish
was like,
today.
what on earth? And it was almost like, whoa, did I actually like do this? Like I had to like look twice and be like, is this like, is that my like, is this my channel? And you almost feel like, holy moly. Yeah, you just it's a really weird
Another
feeling.
look at a guy I talk about
And
a
you guys
lot
are all
on
gonna
this
get it
podcast.
too.
You all know it.
'Cause it's an amazing feeling.
Lighting it up at
You
the
kind of
plate
have this
and
feeling
in
of
the
like
field at the
the
moment. He's
weight
doing a
kind of goes
great
off your
job
shoulders, and
double
it's
A,
just like,
pushing for a
man,
call to
like I
triple
did
A.
this. I had
Sean
the same
Casey
feeling
joins
when
me today.
I
Casey,
competed against
How
Noah.
close is he to being ready for
After
that
like
call?
saying like, oh, I'm gonna
Well,
be a pro man player, and I did it. I got that same kind of feeling because that was just like unbelievable to see. That's the most recent example I can think of, like me actually like just saying I'm gonna do something and doing it is that game against Noah where you guys saw I said in video, and sorry, this is a really rambly video, but we're still grinding. The game against Noah where I kind of said like months before I want to be a pro Madden player, and it was kind of said it was definitely taken as a joke by a lot of people, which honestly, understandably, it wasn't like I probably would have laughed someone saying the same thing too, but the fact that I was kind of able to do that proved to me, and I hope a lot of people, part of the reason I did that series is because I wanted people like, yeah, it was obviously about winning, but I wanted people to see like, yo, this guy said 6 months ago he was going to be a pro Madden player. Now I'm watching him on a live event. Now he's top 64 in the world. I finished top 64. My best finish was top 32 this year in a major tournament. But like to see that, like, yo, this dude literally was not good not long ago. Not considered a YouTuber who was good at the game whatsoever. And to go from that to that, I think hopefully people who watched my videos saw that and thought to themselves, you know, and I've had a few people message me like, yo, I'm going to compete next year. I'm going to go for it, you know? And that to me is cool. That's why I do YouTube. That's why I sit here and because I want to meet my goals and I want to meet my dreams, but I also want to entertain and take people away from whatever is kind of going on. Like I love sitting here and making these MLB videos. They're fun. It's tough on me. Like I'm being honest, I'm not a natural 2-channel person. The way my brain works, and YouTube like algorithm reasons and stuff, which I'll probably never explain. Well, the reason I have 2 channels, I can kind of explain why I have 2 channels. YouTube used to be like, so back when I used to make just MLB on the main channel, like football blew up and I'm much better at the football game, so I kind of have to go with, and it's just more popular for longer. Like baseball will be popular for 4 months, 4 or 5, 6 months really, really popular. But football usually can stay popular for about 10 months. And I would say I know more about football and like, especially with the, and it could change at some point, but because that channel kind of became the marquee thing, how it always used to work for me, like for the first 2-3 years that I did. Holy moly! Shut up! Oh my gosh, I'm on fire. Like, we're going to the big. Hall of Fame difficulty, I don't freaking care. We're going to the big. Let's go. But, as I was saying, the way YouTube algorithm worked, it was always kind of a... Whenever I would do baseball, so for a long time I did baseball and basketball. This is like, if you're an OG, you remember this. And when I would stop doing baseball, I would quit cold turkey to do basketball. And the reason I did that is because sometimes the way that YouTube works is they like patterns. They like seeing like, okay, he's doing the same thing over and over again. I know, like, people know what to expect.
That's through into left, a base hit, and not in time as the run scores.
YouTube likes people know what to expect. So when I would switch it, where I don't know what just happened. I was changing my camera battery, but when I would switch it to where I would go, okay, this week I'm gonna do baseball. This 2 days a week I'm gonna do baseball. It would confuse YouTube because let's say you have 100,000 subscribers and you come up with a video. A really important metric is how many people click right off the bat. Like X amount of people see the title and the notifications and they click. So let's say I make an MLB video, and this is kind of the inside. And out of my 100,000 subscribers, 30,000 are interested in MLB. Okay? So let's say, for example, it would never be all of them. Let's say 30% of them. YouTube sees that, and that's a really good percentage. Like if 30% of your audience clicks, that's amazing. But YouTube sees that as 60% of your audience is not interested in that. And if they start seeing over time, like, okay, there's a good chunk of his viewers are not interested in baseball content, just football content, then they'll be like, okay, is there something wrong maybe with, and I ran into this problem a lot, is there something wrong with his videos, or his title's not good, or is he not making good content, when in reality it's just like, I'm a 2-sport athlete, I was just playing too many games on the same channel. So when Madden blew up, I was like, yo, I'm going to start this second channel, that way YouTube can see, and I can kind of separate my Madden viewers from my baseball. So that's why I have a second channel. If I ever started doing 2K, if I ever started doing anything, probably do it on another channel as well. YouTube, that's just, for me, Madden's like going, especially now that that's an error on him, especially now that I've kind of competitive. I'm playing Madden all year. Like that's my dream. I want to win a belt. I have big dreams for that, but I still want to play other games. And then on this channel, before I started doing just Road to the Show, when I had that series, and I'll even talk about that because that was kind of a fail on my part. And I think it was a really good idea. I wanted to do the NHL PGA series at once. My brain was just about to explode. I just can't handle. And that's where I know my weaknesses, and I think I'm like pretty self-aware to where I was just like, yo, I can't handle this. Like I can't think about all these different games at once. And I can't think about different thumbnails. Everything was just like boom, 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 where it just smacked me in the face. And I was like, yo, this is such a good idea. Come on, go ball, go ball, go ball. And I know people are really, really enjoying it, but I'm like, long term, I don't know if I can maintain my full Madden channel with doing daily of other channels. Like, it was just, that's kind of happening. I really love that idea. I still would love that idea. And I love career mode. Oh man, I'm rambling, bro. I am rambling. I'm talking a lot.
And this one's in the
I
dirt.
am talking.
Getting late for two our
Talking.
score as we play the 8th inning. And
Next
here's the
video
ball
won't be
in the
like
air
this. I'm
now,
gonna
carrying
sit.
it out toward right center.
No. Next video I won't be this rambly. This video
Come and
sometimes
gone now
when I'm
as the
recording this
inning
series,
is
like, and
over.
part of why I get like, it's because in my Madden videos I'm kind of like, you see the same
4-2
reaction,
the
that's
final
more
score
intense. But
tonight.
this I can really just talk
Somerset
to you guys.
Patriots led this game
And I
from
really
the third
enjoy that.
inning on and never wavered.
Like I really enjoy when I feel like I'm actually having like a conversation and you guys might be listening and be like, oh, that was interesting. Or, oh, I didn't know that about you, you know? I've never done a Q&A. I definitely should do a Q&A at some point. I think a Q&A would be really interesting too. I think I do a pretty good job of letting you guys know what's going on, but
First pitch on the way.
this game we're going 3 for 3, no doubt.
One away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2.
Let's go!
Yeah, guys.
Perfect. Like the amount of perfects I'm getting is sickening.
Run comes
Like
across
it's
to
sickening
score,
how
and
many
they jump
perfect
ahead
I'm
1-0.
getting. I just got, I'm like, my timing today,
Right there, D-Will. They lost
so
the
good.
first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Hunter Cole becomes out number 2 this inning. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow
that's
right.
okay.
Gomez,
Like I said,
is
3
there to
for
make the
3 this
catch, and his
game. Let's
side is
go.
retired. Now at the plate, Brett Barrett delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First pitch on the way. Well, look out.
Wow.
Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
That was the perfect pitch. Oh, okay. Focus. These are the type of moments that make you a legend.
The
Come on.
bases loaded and 2 away. Out in front of it,
Why am I
strike 1.
swinging that?
Carpio, the runner at third. Toffee over at second. Zahner at first. 2 out in the inning. And
Nope.
this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a
Sit.
liner.
Sit.
He's
I'm
under
trying to
it,
pull an
and
outside
that ends
pitch.
the
That's
inning.
what happens.
So they do
My
strike
dad
for
always
2,
told me,
but
don't
that
try and
could
pull an outside pitch. And it was always my biggest problem in real baseball. Everything in the show, that at bat right there, that was a huge at bat. Trying to pull an outside pitch
Here's the
does
cleanup
not,
hitter, Brett
it does
Barrett.
not go well.
First delivery to him. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Lays off
Almost
his
hit me.
slider, and it's 1-1.
Almost hit me. Don't
That's
hit
a
me.
great take
Don't
right
hit
there.
me.
Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward
It was
left
actually
center.
good timing. For the situation I was in and for
Cabello
everything,
is
I'm
there,
not
and he
mad at
has
that.
it for the first out. Now to the plate, Max McDowell. The 3-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound.
Good morning, idiot. Oh my gosh, I knew eventually that stupid camera thing was gonna mess with me.
Next to hit, Brett Barrett flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That evens it up.
Not having a good
1-1.
game. I'm missing everything.
2 out, nobody on. swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Missed it.
Cabello able to track it down for the third out.
Okay, good game, Rumble Ponies. Overall, I will say this was a huge success. And I know it was very rambly, very, very random, but I hope you guys got something from it. The grind to the show continues. We're not stopping every single day until we make the show. Let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. I think that should see we started this video with an average of 250. I imagine that what I just did helped. I don't know for sure if it's going to make a huge difference, but I imagine what I just did helped. It got us to 262. So, pretty proud of that. Let's dance. GG's.